Dan, a 1-0 defeat to Brentford tonight, but it felt like there was lots of positives from that performance. How would you assess it?
Yeah, I think the boys did a fantastic effort to stay in the game. I thought that was a strong Brentford team. I think they're top of their league that they play in sort of on a weekly basis. That, you know, the strength of their group as they train together. They are a team, and I think the way the boys have conducted themselves, the way that they've put in the effort every single game in this competition. I think they've done the club proud with their efforts.
Brentford, certainly the best team we've faced in this competition, you would say?
Yeah, they're a proper team in the way that they try and play. They're trying to win the game, and that's their main focus with the way that they're trying to play. And that, you know, there was challenges tonight with the way that we had to come up against that. But I thought the boys stood up for it. I asked them two main things at the start of the game, which was work as hard as they possibly can and stick together. And I thought they did those two things. And on another night, you know, maybe we could have done better with the goal that we conceded. And then, you know, if one of the chances, that half chances, might bounce to us in the box, maybe it can be different. But that they were a strong team, and overall it was a really positive experience for the players.
And given what you said there about the quality team that Brentford are, we more than matched them tonight, and as you've said, had some really good chances. We could have scored our own. Yeah,
we did have some chances. I thought there was some really strong performances from some of the older players. I thought Ed James really stood up. That's his first game after being out for 2-3 weeks. Thought Tom Dean, again, you can see the experience he's had out on loan, and the work that he's doing. You know, Jake Richards, again, you can see what he's done this year and the experiences he's had. So a really positive set of performances by lots of the players. But again, we do have to recognise that there was definitely a step up from their players, and you know, our players have to realise they're in competition with some of these boys, because you know they'll want to come out on loan to a club like us, and we have to make sure that our players are competitive and at a level to be selected ahead of them.
You mentioned Ed James, a great moment for him today, being called up for the Wales under-21 side, heading off to Spain with the team in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think, you know, that experience for Ed will be something that I hope he really enjoys, and I hope he learns from it, and I hope that he comes back to us a better player, closer to being ready for the first team.
Andrew Oliver-Bory as well, his first minutes at home in the red and white shirt as well. How would you assess that he did?
Yeah, I think Andrew had a lot of thankless running to do at times, and he did that. So I think first and foremost you look at the character of a new player. I think Andrew's got that in abundance, and I think he'll only get better as he gets more used to the way the manager wants him to play, and he sort of finds his strongest position. So yeah, I think there's lots to look forward to for the fans when they're watching Andrew.
Just to finish then, so there's lots to be excited about with some of the players we've seen out there tonight.
Yeah, I think the main thing from this competition was that by the end of it, we wanted to have players that are hopefully closer to our first team. And I think, you know, you even just take Jake for an example. Through this competition, he got minutes at the start of the season when he wasn't, and that's pushed him closer to the first team and given him amazing experiences like against Nottingham Forest. So the competition, whilst we were desperate to win it, has served its purpose. And again, I really do think the players gave everything they had tonight and throughout the competition, and they just wanted to represent the club to the highest level they could, and I think they tried to do that.